welcome to Karachi World Culture Festival.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to have you.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
to be here.
It's great to be here.
It's great to have you here. Your first impression of Pakistan, Karachi.
Of Pakistan and Karachi, my first impressions are nothing but joy and generosity and hospitality and kindness, and everybody is just wonderful and welcoming.
So happy to hear that, because I'll go to the usual preconceived ideas, when you go on Google or whatever you do, and the Karachi comes up, and then, it's not the most loveliest places to go to. I don't know, you must have heard that, or maybe you didn't hear that, or you...
I would say honestly that certainly I've heard that, and I think maybe my fellow colleagues have too. But we are arts people, and arts people do have a tendency to be more open-minded and to not believe everything they hear until they experience life for themselves. So we didn't really believe all of those things, and especially because everyone we dealt with was so lovely even before we got here that we were like, we don't think those other things are true. Let's go, let's experience it, let's see.
Yes, the world is in a bit of a turmoil at the moment, but I'm sure you'll all agree with me. I actually believe art, in whatever form, will help to save the world.
I absolutely agree. I believe the arts and arts people are at the vanguard of social change.
Your points of view about how you like it here in Karachi, and what were your first impressions, Anna?
I mean, I echo all of those same exact thoughts. Everyone has just been overwhelmingly kind, and for me what really has stood out is the color, just even going around the city, the color, and to me it seems that there's a clear celebration of life here, and that's really quite stuck with me, and kind of a just joy, as you said, just joy for all things, and I've just had the best time, I really have. So
Alex.
Yes, sir.
How is it going? Your first impression?
My first impressions were, we immediately arrived at the Arts Council, and I was so impressed with how kind and hospitable everybody was. And then when we got to the hotel as well, the hotel staff and even the gentleman that comes to change the towels in the room, he was the kindest, sweetest man, and it's been my experience with everybody I've encountered.
Will you like to come to Karachi again, Alex?
If we were to be invited again, I don't know how we could say no. It's been a fantastic experience. It'd be my pleasure. I'm sure it'd be the rest of our pleasures to come again.
I'd like to stay another week. I don't want to go home.
But maybe you get to. Perhaps there's something working in your favor.
How do you see arts, in whichever form, going forward? How important do you see art?
I mean, I did just say earlier that I really do believe that artists and art are at the vanguard of social change. I believe that that is where the beginnings of progression in the world happens. Martin Luther King Jr. said that the moral arc of the universe is long, but it bends towards justice. My master's degree is in applied theater, which applied theater is using the tools of theater in situations and contexts that are not theatrical. So in community building, in social justice areas. And you can use these tools of theater in communities, in places that are struggling, and really get them talking to each other and organizing. And then the power is in the people and the community who have learned how to organize, who have learned how to talk to each other, who have learned how to work together, and then they can decide what they need to do in their communities. And that bends it towards justice even more.
Great. Alex, I had a conversation with Italian Nina Theatre, and she said something really interesting to me. She said somewhere in the middle of America, where there was a lot of crime, they put a lot of art there, for people to see and to go through. And what had actually happened was that the crime rate reduced because there was art, theater, or music there. How do you look at art? How do you see art, and what art can do for the world?
Art is there for us to consume, right? And that forces you to take a certain amount of time out, and to observe and have an experience. Just the fact of that, just the fact of stopping, I think is a powerful act in itself. We're all busy running around and doing things, and art comes into your life in any format, and you stop to notice it and have an experience with it. That right there is a big shift. There's a dynamic there that happened.
You know, Winston Churchill is not one of the people that I want to give quotes to, but Winston Churchill, he was told that, you know, World War II and all the rest of it, we need to stop the budget for this, that, all the rest of it, you know, we don't spend any money on art. And he said, but that is what we live for. We will not stop the money for art. This is what we are here for. This is what our life's about.
I mean, absolutely, I agree. I think, what is it they say, that it's in our bones from the very beginning of time. The way that we connected was by telling stories through over a bonfire to each other. That's how information was sent. You know, we are a communal species, I think, and we need to communicate and connect. And art, I think, is the only way to do that, and what a special way to do it as well. Well, that's what was so special about sharing this piece, I think, because they are such universal themes that, yes, okay, this is set in the United States, and, you know, there's varying ages, but there is something that everyone can see themselves in. There are universal themes, as I said.
Thanking you all in coming to Karachi, and it's an honor for us to be able to host you. And we wish to see you many, many times here in Karachi.
We hope so too.
So thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.